What's going on, Master Builders, and welcome back to Matt's Brick World. I know I've been gone for a while, but I've been dealing with some stuff, and I just wanted to figure out what I could do with my channel to make it better. So, today I'll be going through some LEGO sets that I have to build in the future, and I'll be talking about some other LEGO-related things, like sets that I finished, like Winnie the Pooh. I'll be reviewing that later on today, and I'll be showing you guys around my LEGO room, show you what I got going on here. So I figured I'd start this video off with a little walkthrough of my LEGO area. So starting off in the left corner of the shelf, we have my sig fig and my LEGO clock that I've probably had for a few years now. Next to that, we have the Night Bus from 2019, and we have the Hogwarts Express, I believe was from 2018 or 19. Then we have a custom Scooby-Doo display that I made, along with a custom Avengers display, which I have to go look for my Captain America. I don't know where I put him. Then we have just all the minifigures from Diagon Alley, and the miniature micro fighter version of the Boba Fett starship. Then up top here we have Hagrid's Hut and Buckbeak's Rescue. And then on the front of the desk here, which you saw in my intro, I have none other than Diagon Alley, which is by far one of my favorite Harry Potter sets. We have the 2016 Death Star playset, which I got for Christmas that year. And then I would have this on my shelf, but with the wings up, it's too tall, unfortunately, so I can't fit it. On this shelf, we have my two helmet sets, Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. We have the Child UCS set, the micro-scale Death Star 2 from the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and then on the shelf we have just the little Christmas set that I built like late last year. And then on this shelf we have all of my Star Wars brickheads. So we have Grogu, the Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader, Ahsoka Tano, Rey, and Kylo Ren. And on the shelf to the right, we have my Harry Potter brickheads. We have Harry, Hagrid, Hermione, Ron, Snape, McGonagall, Professor Trelawney, Moody, Bellatrix, Nagini, and Lord Voldemort. Over on the other side of the basement, we have some of my larger sets that are on display. So this shelf we have the LEGO Star Wars 20th Anniversary Edition of the Slave One, and we have the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian Season 1. And this shelf we have the Force Awakens version of the Millennium Falcon from 2015. And then up top here we have the Disney 100th Anniversary Celebration Train. Next to that we have some Disney brickheads. So we have Belle, Beast, Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and Bo Peep. This middle shelf here we have the Steamboat Willie LEGO Ideas set in the middle, and then we have brickheads of Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, and Donald. And then one more shelf over, we have Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Captain Jack Sparrow as brickheads. And then I'll be reviewing this set later on, so we'll come back to that. And we have the 2018 version of the Great Hall from LEGO Harry Potter. And then we have Fort Privet Drive and Attack at the Burrow. Okay, it is now Friday, July 28th, and I am going to be doing the two set reviews. I was going to do just this one that you're looking at, but I did finish the Up House last night, which is why I didn't get anything else done. So, I'll be reviewing Winnie the Pooh and the Up House back to back in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so the first part of the set that I'll review is the 100 Acre Wood Sign. And the only issue I have with this set is some of the things that I thought would be printed were actually stickers, unfortunately. So, like these two pieces here are stickered. The honey pot is printed. And that piece of wood on the top there that looks like a log, that is also printed. Now, moving on to the build itself. The treehouse build is very detailed. I'm going to get this out of the way now. The only problem I had was the repetitiveness of the leaves on the top. Aside from that, the set was very fun to build. A lot of cool building techniques like these green pieces and bright green pieces on the side there. The log on the front looks really cool, and so does the walkway leading up to the door. That Mr. Sanders sign is printed, and those are mushrooms, there's the whole tree, and then there's the house in the back, which we're going to take a look at right now. Now, taking a look at the interior, It's actually really well, it's a very small interior, but it's very well detailed. So you have the bed and the candlestick over here. You have the clock on the wall with a little dangly bit there. Got some honey pots in the roof's attic section. You have the box of sticks that Pooh and Christopher Robin, I would assume, are throwing into the lake. There's a golden heart piece there. Then there's a little oven or a fireplace of some sort. And then you have a chair, curtains. It's actually a really nice build. Another honey pot, teacup. There's a mirror over there. And there's the door. And moving on to this side, you have the windowsill with some plants and a ladybug. And the same thing on that side. And then if you look at this side of the area of the house, it's pretty much the same thing. Windows, windowsill, plants. And this side has that as well. And the house basically just clips back together with two Technic pieces, and it comes together really well. Overall, I love this set. Now let's take a look at the awesome minifigures. Now taking a look at the 5 minifigures, we have Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, and Rabbit. Now I wish the set came with Christopher Robin, but I guess I can see why it doesn't, but at the same time it would have been nice. And let's take a look at each figure up close now. So we have Winnie the Pooh here. He's got his iconic red shirt, his yellow fur, and his balloon. Then we have Tigger with his iconic tail that you can kind of see in the back there, and his little sack on his stick. Then you have Eeyore, who uses the Friends bow piece actually to put on his tail. We have Piglet with a little scarf, and then there's Rabbit with his carrot. Overall, these figures are really well detailed. They're simple, but they're very well done. And I just wished Christopher Robin was in the set. That would have made the set a whole lot better, but since he's not in here, I'm not going to complain, but I love the characters that are here. The last part of the set I forgot to mention is this little Winnie the Pooh book that comes in it. So unfortunately, it is stickered. All 3 pieces that you would think would be prints are stickers. Now the cover is a sticker, unfortunately, and then the page on the inside is not printed, and neither is the inside cover. I would have hoped at least that 1x2 white tile would have been printed, but it's not. It's a sticker, sadly. So, but either way, it's a really nice little build, a nice little accessory, and I like it. It's really good. So overall, I love the Winnie the Pooh set. The only issues I had, like I said, were the amount of stickers, the absence of Christopher Robin, and the amount of leaves I had to put together for the tree. But other than that, it's a really good set. I would definitely recommend it, and from what I heard, I think it's retiring at the end of the year, so if there's any Disney or Winnie the Pooh fans out there, now's your time to get the set. The next set we're going to take a look at is the Up House from the Disney 100th Anniversary theme. I actually really enjoyed this build. It wasn't repetitive at all, and it was a very simple build. It was a 598 piece set, so it's not too bad piece-wise. But it makes good use of the parts that it does come with, like these telescope pieces in light tan, and these ingot pieces in tan as well. The roof is using dark bluish gray and sand blue, along with some yellow window frames. And the front porch uses a dark orange 2x4 jumper plate. The door, which is stickered, and the orange wall with the windows, and on this side we have a yellow wall. And this little build here for that little bumped out part of the house was really fun, really cool techniques. And I actually really enjoyed it. If I'm not mistaken, this is also the first time we've gotten the chicken mold in teal, I believe. And the balloons are also really well made, using some of the bowl pieces and the balloon bottom pieces and a bunch of the 2x2 dome pieces. I think there were about at least 12 balloons, but they were really easy to build, really easy to place. Really fun build. Now let's take a look at the inside. Okay, now that we got this flipped around, we're going to take a look at the interior of the Up House. Starting in the top left, we have what I'm guessing is the attic with the adventure book and a TV. An old TV, I'm guessing, which is playing something about Paradise Falls. Then we have Carl's living space with a bird and a compass on the mantle there. with a picture of Paradise Falls and then just a few photos of him and his wife. The record player is actually a really neat build along with the chair, and the lamp is simple but effective. Down on the bottom right we have the front door area, where we also have a clock, the other side of the door, and just a few other things like a small picture of a bird and a little plant. And then up top here we have what I'm guessing is Carl's bedroom, which also looks really good. The bed build is actually simple but very effective as well. And we just have a little window looking outside. And then, if you're wondering what this big brown and red thing is, if we go up and up and up, it's the chimney. And then attached to the chimney is some Technic parts which hold the balloons. Now let's take a look at the minifigures. So the first minifigure in this set is Russell. He has a very detailed torso print, which I think is very good. He has, I believe, dual molded legs and a dual molded hairpiece with the hat. And his face represents the character very well. And if you turn this way, he actually also has his gigantic backpack with all his tools and utensils and everything on it. And he also has dual molded arms with the flesh tone along with the bright light yellow. And then he has the clear neck bracket to hold his backpack in place. Overall, I'd say this is a good minifigure, and now let's take a look at Carl. If I had to pick one word to describe this minifigure, it would be just wow. This minifigure has such a good likeness to the character from the film. He has the grape soda pin on his shirt, he has his cane, the medium-sized legs, and a very accurate face, and he also has white hair, and I believe he has back printing. Yes, he does. It's subtle, but it's there. He has just the back of his jacket coat, or his suit coat, and you can see the back side of the hair and the legs there. Overall, this is also a really good minifigure, very accurate. So far, Russell and Carl have been very accurate to the film, and I really love it. Next up, we have Doug. And I gotta say that this minifigure is amazing. Well, not necessarily a minifigure, it's more of a special mold. But I'll consider it a minifigure. This looks just like Doug. The face, the nose, everything. If you look around the back, he has his bushy tail and his really nice stature. And then he just has the really good printed eyes that look very, very cartoonish, hence Disney. And overall, it's a really good figure as well. Very accurate. The set also came with a little side build of, I guess, what's supposed to be like a little front lawn area. So we have a mailbox, an open box, a couple more balloons, an air tank, the fence, and a squirrel, which I'm guessing is for Doug. Overall, I would say the Up House is a very accurate set to the film, and it's a very fun build. It was quick and easy. I think I finished it in a couple hours. And the minifigures are just outstanding. The only problem I have with this set is, where is Kevin? That's the only thing that would have made this perfect if they included Kevin. But overall, it's a great set, and I definitely recommend it to any Disney and Pixar fans. So that's it for today's video, but I'll probably do another one either tomorrow or the day after. I'm hoping to do daily uploads if all goes well. So there'll be plenty of content heading your way, and the next set that I'm probably going to build and review is going to be the miniature Haunted Mansion, most likely. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.